would be lovely. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to today's DDO stream. Looks like we are about to be joined by a bunch of people. It's awesome. Or I'm joining them or something. So, lots of DDO goodness today. Don't forget to use your multi-Twitch. Support all those exciting content creators. Alright. I already did this. So, I was sitting there trying to figure out what I wanted to do today. And I was battling nothing. Because that is what I wanted to do. And then I sat there. And I thought, you know what? I'm enjoying leveling. I enjoy the process of getting experience. So let's just do it. Let's just get some more experience. Let's get going. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the level 7s. I'm going to get a group up. And just start going through things. So if you are on the Sirlona server, hi, welcome. But if you're watching right now, you might take a look at the LFM panel. Huh. Well, this changes a little bit, doesn't it? No, it does not. Okay. So I'll take anyone as long as they're not level 9. I'm going to go do Reaper question mark, tie chain, 1 of 4, Twitch, ugh, what a mess, twitch.tv/yours truly. Okay. So again, the general idea is to make sure that I have basically pre-warned people. There's a lot of people who don't like being on stream, so we'll make sure we have that taken care of. Oh, you're too high level, Michael. Oh boy. Alright. So, it's kind of a weird... I mean, it's been a weird, like, post-hardcore still. Can I be, like, postpartum about hardcore? God, I hope not. It sounds depressing. But, yeah, I feel like my drive is kind of sapped a little bit. I realize a lot of it has to do with, at least in DDO, a lot of it has to do with the fact that I'm spending all this time on Java. I know it's weird, but it's true. We'll just do one. We're by ourselves. If we can get a couple of people, we'll kick it up a little bit, but I'm not worried about it. Take whatever we can get. I really just want to make sure we get the most experience that we can get our hands on. Basically per run or whatever. I really gotta. Michael's. I texted it, or I messaged him in guild. He's doing a Tempest Spine raid. Told him he was too high level for me today. I don't mind jumping up a little bit sometimes, but I feel like level 9 is just too good quests. Okay. Let's get Some guys over here. I guess this guy's dangerous. We should probably kill him. I don't know. We'll see. So, part of what's going on is that kind of coming to the realization that something I really wanted to happen this year is not going to happen. And just, I've got to accept it. And it just feels really weird. I was really looking forward to starting the next chapter with the bus and everything. I just don't think it's going to get there this year. There's a chance maybe late we can get there, but it's weird. It's weird for sure. See, the other thing that's going on is I'm watching Voltron. I don't know if you guys have seen the new Netflix Voltron, but it's an extremely good show. And I kind of don't want to stop when I watch it get started. I'm trying really hard not to just binge all of it. Like, I've got a lot of lots of irons in the fire, and I don't have time to just go crazy binging this show. But like a couple of 25-minute episodes here, it's pretty nice to have a short show for something like that. I got the Raycons in today. I feel like I need a little pick-me-up. I said it's a little postpartum hardcore action here. So something I've been thinking about is a Hobbit movie marathon. Something we might do soon. Do a Google Hangout, or not a Google Hangout, a watch party. But I kind of feel like we should advertise such a thing. I don't know. Maybe we can get some people in the voice chat with us. I don't know, I'm just not a Lotro guy, so I don't even know who I would invite from if I was going to sit there and watch Lotro one day, or any of those movies, really. Oh, good. Haste wore off exactly at the right time. Right in the middle of the start of the next battle. Nothing I could have possibly done to prevented this, like look at my timers before I jumped in here, or anything like that. That'd be crazy. Let's clean up all this garbage and then get on the boss. Hey, brother! Watching on mute. Watching the movie, but always like to add to the view counters and support my butts up. Thanks, man. I know you can't hear me. Appreciate that. Always appreciate it. But yeah, I'm really considering doing some more of the hangouts again. We were doing a couple, like when we were winding down the streams for the night. Maybe we'll go back to doing that, but we'll see. But yeah, I was just talking about how I want to do like a watching of The Hobbit. I found out they're all on Amazon, which means we can do an Amazon hangout. I haven't watched all of it, so... Well, I've seen them, but I haven't seen them in a long time. Since they were new in the theater. Beef sent me a link, though, to this recut. It's turned it in, the 3 Hobbit movies into like one kind of long movie that's supposed to be truer to the books, or book, I guess. Thing is, I really like the dwarves' arrival, though. It's probably my favorite part in the movie. Oh, wow. Alright, so we'll update this to 2 of 4. Again, I don't know if we're going to find anybody, but we'll see what we can do. A couple people in this now. And the adventure is active. Maybe we go pike this. I'm going to start some PS4 and DDO streaming myself. I think I'm going to start next month with Friday Night Raids. Sounds good. I support more people streaming, but not competitors. They're going. I'll jump in. Jump in for like, hey, I'll jump in for a thing. Can't take that long. Then I'll go back to what I was doing. I could probably have pulled this off on my own on Samus easily. I don't know about Java. Hopefully it's at least on Reaper. Okay, good. I didn't look the LFM. I just saw that Michael was doing it and it was in my level range, so. Sprint boost. Anyway, I've been dealing with weirdness. For example, today I went to bed around 1 and got up around 5:30, unable to go back to sleep. It's always fun. And of course, today I couldn't medicate when I got up because I had to drive Remington, or pick Remington up because we're taking the truck into the shop today. So we medicated at a weird time, and I don't think I medicated enough. So Friday night pugging rating usually 7:30 Eastern. If we get enough people to feel late, but PS4 stream will just be you playing whatever game you're playing. Yeah, I feel like there's always a window for content. I don't know. I'm going to be changing up the stream schedule again soon. I kind of want to start my stream like a little bit before Voodoo logs off and work with him so he would raid me after and stream through the evening. The problem is that when I was doing that for the hardcore, the wife would get really upset that I would not be available at all, like throughout the day. So I'm also debating on like changing to 2 long streams, like Monday and Tuesday, like long streams, like start after my walk and my push-ups, only take a break for lunch, and then back on it. But I don't know. That seems a little bit weird. It's hard to like figure things out. I'm trying to get more time in on the school bus. I'm trying to get more time with the dogs. I'm trying to get more time exercising. And something's got to give somewhere, and I can't keep making it sleep. But that's kind of what my brain is imposing upon me, I should say. Speaking of imposing in my brain, 1 second. I didn't realize that this boulder was still here. Alright. That's better. Women always ruin things for us, don't they? I don't think that's it at all. I'm trying to figure out how to make everything work. I'm also really tempted to reach out to SSG about the possibility of doing some of their DMing remotely. I'm looking for something a little bit more consistent in salary, but still kind of gives me some flexible schedule for travel and stuff. What else is going on? I'll probably start getting Samus's TR cache ready to go. If I can hold out and fight this feeling for another day, we'll probably try to TR Samus after raiding on Thursday. Try to get in with the... I shouldn't have come in here. This was stupid. I guess I can play pretend healer. Anyway, I should then open it. Stay on big heal mode here. Puzzle's not done yet. I don't know. The other thing is that we're looking at checking out Final Fantasy XIV, which kind of trying to figure out if I want to take a guide with me. I kind of do, but maybe not. Play hit point whack-a-mole for a minute. Nice. So that was 14 minutes for the quest. It was definitely less than that for me. Care about any of this stuff. Alright. And we'll get out of this group and we'll get back to work. Get back into workums. What do we got? Look at me, I raid sometimes. I would do this, but I'm not flagged at all, so let's go back to what we were doing. Chain dose. Do. Is this hit points? There's a chance it's hit points, right? This could be our second tier of House P favor. Or House J favor. Noted. I don't know if Noted's the second one or not. Where is it? This chick. Heal and diplomacy and nothing. Okay. I guess we're just trying to decide if I want to. I guess we're doing this one next. It's not my favorite one to do. But I guess we have force swords and not puncturing swords. Oh, and I have the feeling it's gonna kind of suck. But that's okay. We'll make the best of it anyhow, right? So I'm gonna, I don't know if I'm talking to myself, probably, but I'm just gonna let my word vomit for a little bit, and if you happen to be listening after the fact or now or whatever, feel free to chime in as much as you'd like. And I'm just gonna word vomit, and I apologize. I should probably change the stream title to XP and word vomits. But we're just gonna kinda, I'm gonna let my brain go, and we're gonna just let it word vomit like I said. Let's start with Java and how he's feeling. Certainly don't feel like I'm built to be doing the quest solo. I could keep the hirelings out, but I'm so used to them being kind of like micromanaged all the time. And I don't think that's going to be a big help in this case. So I feel like because of the crowd control situation that's kind of happening, and how I have to prioritize certain monsters over others, just be the nature of this build, really kind of makes me struggle with the idea of keeping an eye on and micromanaging that hireling. It's just a difficult, it's an extra layer of complexity that I normally would not bother with in this kind of build, but I feel like it's going to take us a really long time to. I didn't talk to the dude at the beginning. I hate that. I thought I did. F1 1,000 times. Thank you. So it just feels a little off. 2, I'm really struggling with him not being a Warforged. Mentally, anyway. Part of the reason that I like Java for what he does is the fact that he's the Warforged that I play. And that kind of means that if I no longer have a Warforged like in my circle, which is fair for now. I guess we'll have those Blade Forge lives on Samus soon, but after that, it starts to become a point like, do I need to just make a Warforged, a docent holder? Do I have to store gear by docents because now I don't have a character that actually uses docents on a regular basis? And all the weird docents that we've been like picking up from the hardcore. Like the last hardcore, I brought back like 2 or 3 docents, I think, that I had never had. And now it's more stuff that I'm just never going to get to, basically. I find that very disheartening, but at the same time, I really am enjoying the the leveling up process here at Heroics. I always enjoy heroic leveling. It's the thing that I actually enjoy the most in DDO. So it's a little bit, even if it's not what I would want to have, like the DPS isn't as high, or the quest is taking longer, or the heals are worse, or whatever, it still is like a lot of fun. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I should play Samus, but he's at that level 29 stage that, yeah, I could easily get the experience and cap out, and then what do I do? Like, I'm not going to sit at 30. I'll just get bored, and I'll jump out, which means I won't do any raiding, which means, you know, I'll just... Why am I taking the time to do this with Java if I'm not going to go raid? A little bit, sometimes. It's rough. Where? There it is. Zombies ate my neighbors. I'm in. This song is really fun. I'd like to be able to put together stories in musical form. Alright, so let's widen the scope a little bit. Stay in DDO, but let's get out of the Java negativity here. I would like to see a refocus on Eberron again for a little while. I think some specifically, I realize we just had Sharn, which is very Eberron-y, but focus on something that's more DDO spec, something that feels more like us. I would like to see, specifically, I'd like to have another airship battle fight, except I want to be the attacker. I want to sack an airship. It could be part of a bigger chain, like we know that they're going to have a certain kind of precaution, so we have to go do a certain thing, like another quest to be able to approach. Hey, Billy. I'm just trying to word vomit a little bit today. I'm just thinking about things and trying to get some experience. What are you up to? Level 9? Level 9? If you're free, I got an LFM up. Working? I feel you, mate. I gotta do some non-streaming work today, too. I gotta update some calendar stuff. I gotta update some website stuff. I think I have to make a flyer. I was really struggling. I woke up around 5 this morning, 5:30, with the migraine this morning. Wasn't able to get back to sleep. And I couldn't take anything to help with the pain because I was driving driving Remy around this morning. He's dropping the truck off at the shop, so I had to drive him around. So, regrettably, being like that put me in a mood, and like I really wanted to be lazy and do nothing all morning. So, I kind of did. But now it's time to get back to work and get that experience. I was almost started recording a solar oven video. I might still, but record one today. But I was gonna make the chicken gizzards in the solar oven, but the problem with that is I have some chicken thighs that we ate at the lake on Sunday, which means the rest of them really need to get cooked today. So I need to cook I need to cook them for lunch today and eat at least some for lunch today. And that's when I was planning on having my chicken gizzards. So maybe I'll try to do it tomorrow. I have to look at the forecast. Now what I could do is I could make the chicken thighs in the solar oven as well. Not in as well, but like instead of. But if I was going to do that, I probably should have started them already, and I didn't, so guess I'm just going to grill them. I don't know how to or why this seems weird to me, but a few years ago, my lightweight grill kind of rusted apart because I was using my big grill that my I don't know, my mother's husband. I don't know what you would call that. Not my dad, but my brother's dad. But my Gary. Anyway, he very generously made me a very nice large grill. So I was using it instead of like the little Walmart grill. Well, as we have begun clearing out the house and downsizing things, I gave that grill to my brother-in-law. And I'm grillless now. So what I've been doing for a grill lately is I have some pathers, and I just basically make a fire pit in my backyard whenever I want to have a grill or something. And do that today as well and grill them, but I don't know. I don't really know if I want to sit outside in the sun and cook. Probably just cook them in the house. How do you guys like your chicken thighs? I love chicken thighs. I think they are one of the best ways to have the bird. A lot of people like wing or the legs, but I don't really like the legs that much compared to the thighs. Such a delicious part of the bird, I suppose. Need to be hasted at least. I typically grill them, usually with like a wrap of bacon. That's like my favorite way to cook up some thighs. Unless they're turkey thighs. I love my turkey thighs more in a soup. It's delicious. I'm also super hungry this morning. Talking about food certainly helps. There's a tendency for these guys to neg level, so I just fix that in advance. Say I couldn't figure out where the couldn't find that last guy. I was such a... I didn't realize he was beating on my guy. Pardon me. Remember I said I didn't get any sleep because of my migraine. So far, there he is. He's down. Let's go, baby. Get stabbed. What else? Oh, do I care about this? I doubt. And it's experience, right? We'll get it anyway. What is it going to take? Like an extra minute? You know what? Now that I say that, I changed my mind. There's a guy doing Gwyland in tears. Why did this mother trucker not join me? Rough. Okay. I guess they didn't want to be in the stream, so they started their own LFM. It's probably the excuse that I'll use for people not joining my group. Very sad now. Much tears. Alright. I guess this. Like, these are good. Like an extra 6. Seems rough, though. 6? Where some spell power seems good. Could wait for the charisma. I guess that's what we should do. Well, we're gonna need... I need another point anyhow. Maybe this. Take that for now. We don't need that many songs currently, but the extra plus to hit will be good. Sounds good. Let's go, baby. Least amount of clicks. Click value's important. I don't care what anyone says. Click value. Alright. We are not great with daggers. We're not bad at daggers, but we're not good at daggers. You know what I mean? Like, I know what I was thinking. I was thinking we were in the epic version and I needed to be ready to dodge fireballs, or ballista bolts, but I do not. I need to just get my timing under control. Okay. Find a spot, stay there, if you can. Alright, the next one kind of wants Featherfall on, which I, again, normally have an item that I'd switch into. I think that's probably part of what's going to have to happen, is Samus and Javabot are going to end up looking very, very similar. Swap gear will probably become the same. stuff like that. It will probably even feel a little weird, I think. For some, like, for me in particular, if I have hard enough time switching modes back and forth between two characters. It's part of the reason I lean towards at least starting today's stream with Java. We might switch over to Samus at the end. Depends on what's going on. If we find something compelling. That's the other thing we're going to be doing, is taking a look at stuff that's compelling. Mostly I like to do a couple of raids. Druid and the Demigod. Any of the other ones really would also be good. Any of the easy ones. I don't want to be responsible for like actual work yet on Samus. I just want to be like miscellaneous DPS. I don't even want to be responsible for like knocking down certain pillars in Abbott, or not Abbott. What is that quest called? Lord of Blades. That's the name of it. Found it. I don't think we need to be in the water for this one, but I think we can finish that and then pick up this. There it is. Yeah, nice. A Reaper spawned and teleported on me from here, huh? Okay. Need to be ready for that. I assume he's going to come back. I guess not. Never came back. Guess it's fine, huh? Nope, there it is. Sometimes they won't go through loading screens, but I think this map is actually shared, so I think it'll show up at some point. Alright, we should be pretty much in cake mode now. We gotta kill, what, one semi-tough boss. Excuse me. The damage still doesn't feel good to me. Six minutes is not a bad. Tears of the Con. I feel like we're gonna miss each other. I think I care about that, ironically. Oops. We have plenty of collapsed portable holes right now. Feel like all I really do is send piles of them to Voodoo to give away. Like at least 10 of them a day, it seems like. Okay. So I don't remember them holding or neg leveling in here in particular. This is probably not the best way to do this quest, but this is how I do the quest. When he gets to finish his speech, then we get to run down and talk to this guy. And normally we have killed all these guys by now. This is that damage decrease difference I was talking about earlier that just feels like kind of meh. But again, we don't have to kill everything. I have to remember to reach over and like the songs that I would like to add to my liked list. So Spotify can better identify songs that I like. And therefore make me feel very old. Also need to like go back and add a bunch of like my oldies stuff. Might have to make a oldies playlist. The problem is that most people think of oldies like what, maybe the 60s, 80s maybe now, 90s. Some people probably think of the 2000s, right? I still think of the oldies as like the 20s. I don't know. Oh, danger mode, huh? A villain. Real villain, even. I like it when it takes a while for the name to, like, the type of a champ to spawn and tell me what's going on. It's my favorite. Like, oh, I should have been really scared. Like, how did I live through this fight? I'm not sure. Yeah, see, that just feels bad, right? We have a 60% chance to fire off a second attack, but it still just doesn't. Even if you were to take the swings by at 1.6, it still doesn't feel like very much damage. Hitting something really hard with both your hands feels very good, I guess. And again, I'm trying to level a build that's not really meant for this. I don't know how most people would level this thing, but it's not ideal for leveling. About to be real annoyed, I think, huh? One more. I'm gonna go and it's gonna go. Yep. Almost went. Almost. Oh, two. Okay. Like no, the animation should be done. Oh my god. Didn't it lag real bad? What is the game trying to do to me? Keep me in good shape, I guess. Keeping this heart rate pumping. What do you think? Can we try again, chat, and see if we can actually make something work today? Or we're gonna lag. Oh, maybe I didn't just straight up lag on that. Maybe I was short. Was I actually short on my jump? I don't think it should have been. Alright, maybe we did. Maybe we're just like a little bit short on that jump check. I mean, we're going to make this jump if I have to whip out a cake to do it, but 21? 21's not enough to make that jump? That does not seem legit to me. I know there's another path, but I can't be bothered with all that. Too much nonsense. Now here comes the downside. Is that now I feel like this jumping right here is going to cause problems. It always does, but I'll end up grabbing like one of these pipes that we don't want. Max jump is 40. So if you use a, if you have 10, and then you use a jump potion, like a 30, you'll get there. And then of course you'll get 10 more as you do epic levels, plus your strength. So like most people can, with like 10 ranks, can max out their jump or get very close. I just didn't realize that we were so far away on Java without a big plus. I have like all these little buffs that to raise my skills, like just by happenstance, right? Heroism or greater heroism, the Bard Song, focusing chant, right? A lot of those kind of things. So I just kind of thought that we would randomly be where we wanted to be, but I guess not. Excuse me. Too many medicines today. Whew. There's something to be said about this two-weapon fighting style, and just like the awkwardness to how it kind of works at leveling, or while leveling. Like if I am not hasted, I just feel super terrible. I feel like that's not necessarily the case with the two-handed, or the two-handed fighting. Maybe because the damage just feels more like than the chunks for the speed. I don't know, but I even feel like it's just like it's faster in my brain, I guess. I certainly feel like clearing the quest is certainly, at least for this build, is certainly problematic. Small chunks. Steiner Davian is excited for the bus coming down for a visit soon. It's gonna be a while still, but maybe next spring. That doesn't look like a toaster. It doesn't, does it? Could not talk myself into the massive charisma hit to feel that way. I thought I could dress up as a lizard person and disguise my non-Warforged body. My crocodile hat. Show off a little man skirt action. Oh. Yeah? No. It'll continue to be Javabot. It's fine. The bot part of his personality will probably just change into mindlessly buffing quests. Okay. Lag. Feel free to do your thing. Just try not to do it so much right here, please. The Java lizard. Maybe. I don't know. Just stat-wise, this was so much stronger that I just couldn't. Javadile. And then I'll have to change my last name from Reboot Me to After a While. Yeah, I feel like I'm currently broke enough that that's not a thing that's going to happen. But your sentiment is, or your heart's in the right place. I think we're going to take back the air conditioner on the bus. We just never really used it. We used it like a little bit to try to make a cooler breeze for the dogs. But honestly, since I got the big fan, I haven't even used it. So I think we're just gonna take it back. So that'll be nice. But I think we're we've made Christmas plans now, and I guess I think we're renting a cabin in in Colorado for December, so it's getting weird. You and Rat are picking up Star Wars and try that for a while. Yeah, I downloaded Final Fantasy 14. We're gonna try that out, maybe starting on Wednesdays. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Part of me feels that if I'm not streaming DDO, it won't bother me quite so much when Jerry ends up raiding Voodoo after his lunchtime stream. So I probably just need to start rotating into another game a little bit more often. I won't give up DDO, but we're going to split our time a little bit. Plus on Fridays we're gonna go back to playing Final Fantasy Tactics. Yep. Well, I feel like if you remember the reasoning behind me no longer being on DDO stream was a fact that they didn't want to raid people, basically. So, if it wasn't for that particular irritation, I don't think I would care. This, I don't think will be consumed by a sentient gem. What's up? Level 9. Level 9. Making progress. We got 2 hours left in today's stream, at least, or this morning's stream. We probably will 10, but it'll be close. We're just a little bit slow on our damage. I don't know how to speed that up right now. Level 20 is my goal today? I don't think so. That's a little... It's way ambitious. I mean, I could potentially reach 20 this evening, but I would need a little bit more assistance than I currently have. Need to figure out a different armor. I should have looked for my slave rags, I think, from the hardcore. One of my hardcore trips got me some slave rags. I'm not sure which one. But this frozen tunic is not gonna last very long as we climb in these levels here. What am I doing? That'll sentience. What's up, cute stuff? How you doing? Are you here to spend some time with Daddy in the stream, or you come up? Come up? Come on. Come here. Come here. Ah, I got you. Oh yeah? You're gonna growl at me now? Arrgh. Hi. How you doing? How's it going? Are you having a good day? Oh, kisses on my nose. You're so sweet. Aw, hi. You having a fun day? Did you enjoy your walk? Did you? I know it was not as long as you could have been. I can't believe we get visited by Margaret. Yeah, she's a mini Australian Shepherd. She is literally the most beautiful dog I've ever seen. So, almost immediately we went and got her. Yeah, I know. I saw that you were level 20 last night doing Slayers. I'm not quite there. I'm 29. I can't quite carry everything, but we can do some stuff. Yeah, she's amazing. She is really everything we're kind of looking for. Yeah. Being so sweet. I appreciate you visiting. Are you ready to go? You want... I'm trying to get her to, like, shake, but we can't... For some reason, we can't get shake. Shake? 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 Shake. Alright, get out of here. I can get her to do a couple of other things, but for whatever reason, I can't get her to shake. It's aggravating. I keep telling him if he just put the dog up instead of him, he'd get more viewers. Fair. Probably fair. There's also a Margot emote. For those of you who are into emotes. I think that's on the donation tier wall, though. There's that Quinn also. If you're into equally adorable but different dogs. You know what? I have a. I'll give you guys a little bit of a treat. Did you guys like a dog treat? Who am I kidding? You guys want a dog treat. Whatever. Alright, if somebody's paying enough attention, they'll be able to figure it out anyhow. But here's the wife's Instagram. Can the tree be turning my cameras off? Granted. The book series you're listening to right now, your favorite character is the dog. What character is that, or what book series is that? That's fine. It gave me an excuse to take some more medicine. My head has been shit today. But I do. You may have to make a special delivery. So Sunday on the drive back home, we got some pretty nasty thunderstorms to the point where people were pulling over on the side of the road. I got to drive the bus, and that was awesome. We took the dogs to the lake, and we were able to get a little bit of video of Margot swimming around. Oh, the Iron Druid Chronicles? Yeah, that's on my list of stuff. I was going to say Beef actually sent it to me, but it turns out that Beef was the one who responded right there. I purchased a different one, and I've been reading it, but I don't know. Another Margot video. Oh, I guess you got to see some ankle. Oh, little butt action. You guys are welcome. Didn't even have to pay for that. Then they're the girls sleeping on each other. Not really sure why my armpit got mentioned. Oh, because she was digging. Yeah, I don't know why my elbow gets a feature. Round again. Alright. Whatever. Is this hit points? Commended? Is commended hit points? I doubt it, but let's go look anyhow. Have I earned the title of King of the Starter Zone there yet? Oh. Talking to Beef. Oh no, we're gonna try it. Whether it's gonna be tomorrow or if it's gonna be next week, I haven't decided yet. Plus, we have had a new game downloaded or donated to us by Lessa. So I imagine this game is going to be in that vein of attempting to embarrass me. Where am I going? Here. So that'll be fun for everyone too, probably. Yes, hit points. Hit points I'm in. Alright. Kind of into the house P, not 6, or not 7s now. We do have some... We have the Grave Robber we can do also. Why am I going this way? Tier de Con. Guilins. It's gonna get weird. Does that game also take like 15 years to start playing with friends, like our last venture out of DDO? Some would argue that DDO is not the easiest to play with friends either. Oh no, I'm honestly... I was literally going to say I kind of just want a single person RPG. Then I realized I actually have a single person RPG I bought for the Switch. And I have not even plugged it in to see if the game works. That Magic game was bad. I agree. Apparently so did the rest of the world. Which is a shame because it had potential to be good, but they just... Everything from the story to the gameplay was off. What you do for that game is you basically make a path for the general storyline on the home world of the various plots where the Magic story is happening, but they're not main characters. They're side characters at best of the story. So like you have adventures set on these various worlds, probably as part of a completely different thing, but the whole purpose is to like infiltrate the world and do something, and you just like go from plane hopper here to plane hopper basically. Yeah, that's what you were trying to tell me, Beef, is that it... Because that's one of the things that I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do was what server, if you needed to pick that kind of stuff. I still have to assume there's some sort of advantage for being on the same server, but maybe it's not. I don't know. What I really kind of want is maybe take a look at the Diablo 2 remaster. It's kind of what... Depends on how that's set up, might be the right thing. You're on Ultra, still brown distributed on Excalibur. But Excalibur's not taking to people. This Java has Vietnam flashbacks of Rust monsters. I actually, for a minute there, was going to make a comment about the Rust monsters. Because I was on Javabot. So, I guess so. Like, there's a second I was like, oh god, the way I was positioned, but then I remembered I wasn't a Warforged. Wasn't a Warforged, it was fine. Those at both the same data center can group, but you can be guilded. Yeah, that's what you were saying yesterday. You just can't be in the same guild together because you're not on the same... I don't know. Like I said, I want to make sure that I have that code and stuff turned in so Brel can get his credit. and probably take a look at playing tomorrow. I would assume the morning stream. The only reason that wouldn't be the case is if we got together and did a bunch of raids or something tonight on Samus and capped him out. Then everybody like went to bed, leaving me with like 4 hours of stream left to do, and then I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna TR Samus. And then that drive to work on Samus will take over, and nothing will matter again till I force myself back to. You're not gonna stop. Nope. Okay. Bring it on. Get them all down here. Let's go. I'll just fight everything at once. Get them in the sound burst. I do like this song. Look at this one. Favorited. Oh, Talab. We need to talk about getting the music added into the stream through Discord. I think that's going to be the best way to handle it. I'll probably make a second account for my phone's Discord, and then I'll just use the earpiece. And then if I want to log in to the Discord server, I'll log on my main account, and then we'll just have music playing in another channel for the music on the stream. Hopefully we'll have reasonable control over that. But we'll see. Something. I don't need music all the time, but there are days when I'm certainly in the mood, and it helps. Otherwise, I suspect that I would have let my my head keep me from streaming today. No, it would, again, it does suck. I agree. But it also sucks that there's some little piece of DDO music that triggers the Facebook in particular, because I would like to also stream to Facebook again. Awesome. Perfect. Get all this stuff going. I could possibly do that, I guess. That would also work. I don't know. I'll give it a shot later and see what it's like. Yeah, well, that's kind of where I got the idea from. I was liberating it kind of from you. Or partly. Oh, stuff's starting to kick in nicely now. Might actually get a couple hours of relief soon. I'll take it. Sit here quietly and giggle while I type calendar updates to myself. Doesn't that sound like the life? Hungerburger! Come on. Let's go, guys. I said hamburger already. Like 3 times. Let's go. We're gonna get wrecked. Okay. Wrecked as predicted. So, part of that was the sleet storm. But part of it was we had another lag moment where things wouldn't trigger. It's getting old. It's okay though. Samus and Java are not the same. The jumping knockdown looked pretty cool. It did look pretty cool. I will agree. Alright, they're going to Sleet Storm. And we'll do this one. Alright. Come, Toto. Oh, I didn't read some of my swords. Ha, that's funny. Come on. Time to get some hit points. Any day. Okay. Thank you. You're the best. Best Hylian I ever had. Your Bard, shouldn't you be perma max buffed? Oh, for like... We're only level 9. So we just don't have those spells yet. We haven't picked up a 4th level spell. Why am I not using Froggo? Honestly, I just didn't think about it. I'm only like half here right now. Part of me is... My Spotify's crashed. You son of a bitch. Fine. Oh, you know what? We can experiment with right now. Where's my Discord at? Oh, there it is. Put it in my primary socials now on my phone. I must not like XP. I'm in a mood. My head hurts. I'm tired. I haven't slept. I'm worried about my truck. And I just bloody tired. So I didn't think about it. Have to move you. That whole phone's at. Oh, it's because I unplugged it. Let's see. See if this actually works this way. Music play in here. Do I gotta do stuff? I don't have to do stuff. Alright, never mind. We experimented with it later. That my phone didn't want to start anything. It's fine. It's fine. Piece of S! Alright. Where was I? Death from above, right? I gotta turn that in-game sounds all the way up so I can hear something and live again. I was in the Hydra request room. That's where I was. And then it like freaked out, so I was like, oh, fiddle with it later. My phone's kind of a piece of crud. So when we got new phones, almost immediately after I got my new phone, I was in here soaking my feet and I dropped it. Like the case wasn't on all the way. I thought it was, and it just whoop, slid right out of my hand. And And would you believe it? If you dunk a cell phone like that in the water, it tends to break it. So weird. I said we'll fiddle with it later. But what was I talking about? I feel like we were definitely discussing something that I was interested in a moment ago before we started talking about the music room again. You know what? I'm gonna hard change the subject back to something that we were talking about earlier. Now that people are here. What's your favorite way to eat chicken? Or prepare chicken, or however that phraseology makes sense in your brain. Smoked? Kind of miss my chick with Panacea. Low and slow. Yeah, I was talking about how I was thinking about making some gizzards in the solar oven. And that I don't think I'm going to do that because I need to make these chicken thighs. Because we have some leftover chicken thighs that need to get cooked from our trip over the weekend. And I was thinking, well, I could bake those in the solar oven, but I don't have any bacon, which is how I like my thighs if I'm going to bake them, is wrapped in bacon. So I'm trying to figure out how to prepare these thighs today. Alright, well, F me in the couch then. Let's go. Let's fight them all. I don't even care anymore. Math. Alright, I think so. We zerged through there without taking damage, right? I thought so. Thought the numbers would work out in our advantage there. Is she supposed to have a bad con save? Alright, I'm going to put you here. You know what? I should really get in the habit of checking these things before the fight. I realize that it's me, and that's probably not very likely, but I really should. And then I was trying to decide, to carry on my previous conversation, trying to decide if I wanted to cook out, essentially, in the backyard. I don't think I want to sit out in the sun, though. Fried chicken used to be my favorite for a long time. Are we serious right now? Alright. Let's get this shaman locked down. Perfect. Hireling, I need you to do your thing, bud. So sorry, are you in pain? Not anymore. Feel fine now. Oh, are you in pain, mate? Alright, now, can we please get this shaman on lockdown? Perfect. Alright, now we can lock everything else back down. Some days are lemons and some days are just not. I don't know what that would be. What would be the other type of days now? Just malarkey. Just malarkey. Alright, let's get our shrine on. Oh my goodness. You know what? I should probably pretend like I know what I'm doing and at least break these breakables since there's really not that many. I think I broke breakables the rest other places. Honestly don't know. I probably should take a second and flip out Froggo Boyo. Still don't think I feel like dealing with it. Really wish this build just had a rogue level in it, but it's not what it's made for. So we're just gonna power push it. Past this stuff. Neck is so tight. That is definitely part of the problem. It was so tight. I haven't really slept for the last couple of days. I don't think seeing the chiropractor would fix it. Like, it's all muscle stuff. Maybe it would help. I don't know. But it is enough of a re-pushing on my brain noggin here that certainly is not my favorite. How many baddies do we got? Just the one real baddie? Okay. I was just debating on whether or not I was going to run them through the traps or not. But with just one Carnage Reaper, I don't think I'm not worried about it. over here. Lights in your eyes. Breakums. More breakums. Trying to remember where the various breakpoints are for this. Okay. There we go. I'll at least get ransacked. No one can yell at me. I mean, they will. People will still yell at me, but it'll be better than not bothering to get any trap bonus. Hungry. That's the problem. I can tell. I can definitely tell that I am ready for some food. I think we're gonna take those thighs and maybe make where am I going? Make some fajitas. Got something I'd like to get my opinion on. I've been going back and forth as to if I'm going to go triple heroic completionist or not on my main. What are your thoughts on triple heroic completionist? So you probably don't have to, right? Once you have your regular completionist and you know where you want to be, you can just take the things that you need. Like if you want to be DC spellcasting, you've got a lot, right? You've got spell penetration lives to do. You have DC lives to do. If you're going to be doing like range damage, then you got your ranger lives to do. Not necessarily that much more, right? So it depends on how much of this stuff you're going to get value from. Now, put a key caveat on that. How important is it for you to be the best? How much spike is in you? How much do you want to be that guy? Because that is what you're doing. You're saying, no, I'm the guy, and that I'm gonna push beyond. Are you happy being the top 10 or 15% of DDO? Are you happy doing that? Is top 10 good enough for you? Does that feel fine? Do you want to be the top 1? Do you want to look down from your mountain upon the people who are good but not as devoted as you? Are we talking about penis size? A little bit. But that's the question, right? Patrick from DDO, for example, DDO Cast, I don't think he's got a triple completionist. But he and his guild are known for pulling off some of the biggest and most challenging things, right? I'm gonna die because I only have one heal spell because I'm stupid. I could have been a contender. Yep. Thank you very much, F's in chat, everybody. You're just having a lot of fun with the TR train, trying new builds. As they go along, come up with some flop, some don't, but I enjoy it. Yep, that's what I did for a long time. With the idea that I would work towards the goal of completionist on Samus. So the other day I needed Featherfall, so I swapped my other healing spell out for Featherfall. Because I'm an idiot. Know your weakness. Weakness is that I'm dumb. But yeah, if you're just having a good time, then work for it as an eventuality, right? So like Java, for example, it's not a priority, right? As Java like rotates through things, he'll rotate through things. But if you notice, with a few exceptions, right? Like Druid, that I was doing a lot of Druid lives on because I was enjoying the Druid lives. Or, I don't know if there's another one. Maybe Paladin? No. That might be it. Literally, it might only be Druid. With the exception of Druid on Java, every single life is a once. It's a one and kind of done thing. So at some point, we will transition into Javabot having completionist. Like it'll probably just be inevitable at some point if I continue to play this game at the level that I'm playing it now. It's a certainty, right? It's eventuality. Alright. Wait. That trap and that trap. The trap at the front. Do I need to go one more trap down to get my 10% bonus? I didn't think so. I was just going to grab that quick tenner. Yeah, it's basically what you're doing now. Like I have a handful that are must-haves for Triple Eyes, Barb, and for extra. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, but you don't have to do all of it. Again, like if you're not a DC spellcaster, you don't need to do 3 wizard lives. You don't need to do the 3 alright, there's the 10%. That's all I was looking for. You don't have to go do all 3 favored soul lives, right? Like, you just don't have to unless you're making that your thing. Ha, that's funny. She teleported on the, or he or whoever, teleported in on the fire. That's great. Nothing is a must-have unless you aim to do legendary R7 through 10 content or elite plus rates. Isn't that the goal, right? Everybody's goal is to be the very best. Not always. Not so true. Not everyone's goal has to be the very best. That's what I'm saying. How much spike is in you? How much spike is in you? Alright, is that enough greed? That's enough greed. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. I'm not going back to a shrine, so you better succeed. Get your act together. Maybe the ease of life would have been a better phrasing. So there's a quality of life thing for sure. You know, I've said it several times. The difference between Samus and Java is those lives, right? Exactly the lives that you're asking about. And I guarantee you that I feel 1,000% quicker doing the quests, more comfortable doing the quests, more survivable, everything. On Samus than I do Java. There's a reason why Java has died basically every single quest, and why Samus is like, oh, I'm in Korthos at level 23 or whatever. Right? And it's those past lives. So, they're worth it if you're into it. But not everyone's ready for that. I found doing the racial lives give +1 int is a large boon. Extra skill points are underrated. I agree. Skill points are gas. People would alt morph achievement were account wide versus character wide. I agree, but I also feel like the rewards are not, as they are now, are not designed for that kind of unlock, and I feel like they would need to be lowered to compensate, because they are extremely powerful. Whether they're big tweaks or they're little tweaks, like some of them are not that powerful and can be raised, but I think a lot of those things are just not designed from that perspective. Maybe that is something that they could do as part of their post-level 20 revamp. It sounds like a lot of really good stuff's leaving. So, like, maybe that's part of the power adjustment. Would be, hey, now this is all like this. I've not heard that is a thing, but I don't know. I feel like those systems are not where DDO's difficulties lie, as we've discussed in the past, but more to do with the graphics. People are not going to play your game no matter how awesome it is if it looks like trash, when a similar game of a current gear of technology looks so much better. That's one of the real dangers of this Final Fantasy XIV. All we need to do is say it to Jerry and the devs will come. Yeah. It's the one I've been fighting the longest on. That's for sure. Like I can't decide, or if I could pick which ideas they took, it would be better, but just have to recognize them when you see them. In my opinion, I feel like making them account-wide would both upset a lot of people as well as cheapen the experience a bit. Yeah, but it's an old system that was built for a different time, and some of those things are just not good. Some of them are extremely good and extremely powerful. So it's a misbalanced system as it stands now anyway, and like I could see adjusting it and making it account by making it feel better. But I think it would lose that some D&D feel. I feel like if you're working on a character, you're working on a character. See it both ways, I guess, is what at the end of the day what I'm trying to say. I think ultimately I would, rather than rebalance it for an individual character basis, also don't understand the, like, kind of do understand the +3 or the max of 3 times. But I feel like there should be a different bonus after 3 that is similar, or at least in the vein. Like for every other wizard life you do, maybe maybe you just get like a much smaller percentage of spell penetration. I don't think I have a good solution to this at the moment. This, I guess. I'm working on bank alt farming now. Did we get it? We did not. It's a lot of stacks there. All right. My casting time's too slow, I think, to hit this from the water. And for whatever reason, I can't. My character feels heavy. Is there a ladder somewhere? I think there is, right? No, you just fall in the water and you swim until you get tired and die. Good room design. Oh my god, it really is that way too. You're working on a bank farming alt right now, basically a solo project you work on in your off time. Yeah, I mean, it's good to have side projects for sure. There we go. Alright, so at least now we don't have to worry about the dot anymore. I swear there's a ladder. I know there's a ladder. It's really not a ladder. The ladder come down when their things are pulled. Pull that lever, please. Aha! I knew there was a ladder. There had to be a damn ladder somewhere. You, go over here and pull this lever so I can leave this room. No, whatever you think you're doing, stop and do what I just said. Not going to at all. Okay, fair. I don't know why they would listen to me anyhow. I just pay for everything and look handsome and my awesome hat. Not being ranged is definitely suck. I have to let the Fear Reaper go and get this law because law against my bard is just a reckoning. Fair, I guess. can say for sure that Elemental Bloom with a Stick Monk is going to be a lot of fun. Yes, it is. I really like staff builds in general as well. Doesn't hurt that they really... You can put them on any shell with 3 levels of Rogue, basically. And that's a big... A big perk. Piece of S. This is where I'm starting to remember things getting a little wonky sometimes. So we want to be a little bit more careful than we have been. Yeah, the game is listening to us, or me, or whoever, making the champions all into Marks of Law now. Thanks, game. Love you too. Not allowed to move, by the way. Hey, game is caught up with us. Tumble? Nope. Yeah, I don't know. This... We might start Final Fantasy tonight. This lag doesn't straighten up sometime soon. I don't want to play the game when I'm a bad representative for it. Bad salesman. And this... I know that they've acknowledged it, but this little lag stuff is really, of late, is really problematic for me. Pretty much any time I feel like I'm just standing still, and I can't move, I feel like, why am I spending money on this game? We know the answer why, because I'm addicted and I love it. But I look at it and I'm like, why? Like stuff like this, like is this even fun at this point? Like the monster's turn, my turn. What day's everybody's like chill day? Wednesday or Thursday? Which day, if we were going to do a hangout and watch a movie stream instead of a game stream, would you guys rather it be? Want to try to get in the... I don't know if habit's the right word. Maybe it is. I want to get back to trying to do those hangouts occasionally. And I'm pretty sure that we're going to do the Hobbit movie. Or movies. Pretend like we're responsible adventurers and clean up our breakables. Alright. This is the portion of the quest where the quest wants to murder us again. And they're going to succeed, I think. Start the backwards maneuver here. No, we can't catch the Carnage Reaper. Where's my hireling? Apparently he's here somewhere. Oh, we're game lagging again, too. Awesome. Alright. Well, then, this is going to be one of those times. We'll see if we work. Probably not going to live. Probably dead. Probably dead 5 minutes ago. Nope. Tumble. Move. Nope. I'm muted. I'm no, it doesn't say I'm muted. I was on. Okay, it was on your side. Good. I'm gonna use the restroom and get something to drink, everybody. I'll be back in about a minute. As you guys know, when I step away to the restroom and stuff like that, it's the only time I run ads. So, do me a favor and hang out. I really appreciate it. Before I go, I want to remind everybody about my Patreon. Here we go. Now it went. All right, everybody. Back in a minute or so. Well, I see we didn't magically respawn back to life. Or if we did, the Reapers murdered us. Hey, good looking. What are you doing? Did we get 2 dog visits today? On camera? Do you want to come sit with me some more? Up. Let's see if we can get her to come up. Come here. Up. Up. Nope, up here. No, up. Now sit up. Come here. Come here. Up. Good. Good girl. She's like, give me the treat. Yeah. I don't know, girl. What do you think? Do we come back to life and kill this Carnage Reaper and then this Plague Reaper or whatever it was, the other one? Yeah, you're right. We will. So, we kind of expected Java to take some deaths, so we have a couple of res cakes I'm fairly certain on him. If not, I know we have some in the bank that we need to make sure that we get on him next time. But, again, not Samus doesn't have all the things, right? I don't have a Gibber's Blade. I don't have, like, a bunch of epic past lives to get a bunch of extra UMD so I can easily raise with death penalties, stuff like that. Those are all things that we can't quite pull off. What's going on? Why are you... You got something going on downstairs that I need to look at real quick? Huh? No, it looks fine. It looks fine. You just want rubs. Is that what you're trying to do? Just trying to get some rubs. Yeah. Careful, everybody. We're just going to put everyone to sleep. Yeah. The DDO stream becomes Hold Margot stream. Yeah. That would sell. Yeah, it would. Oh, don't lick me. Please don't try to lick me in my mouth ever again. Nobody's about that life. Alright, nobody in this room's about that life. Alright, maybe you're about that life. But nobody else. Only you. Silly dog. Yeah. Her, surgery scar, or surgery incision is still a little bit firm. So she hasn't completely recovered from that. I hated to do it, but I didn't want her to have to go through a cycle and then deal with all that nonsense. Oh, double Carnage Reapers. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, okay, we have one left on Java, so we're going to need to be a little bit more careful than I had planned here. So I'm not buying anymore. So we're going to get by with whatever we have. That being said, I have not went and got the... I did Korthos just to get the cake unlocked, and I haven't went and got one of the things. I feel like I should summon Ellery, but I don't want to take the time to do that. Pops. Okay. Now, was there... No, I thought maybe there's a lost soul back here, but if there was, I must have grabbed it already. This stuff should all be fine again. It was just really the combination of the Reapers and this stuff. In particular, that was the problem. And that lag. It's the other reason we took a little bit of a break, was to give it a moment to see if that lag would kind of move off. It doesn't feel super bad. It doesn't feel real good either, but it doesn't feel super bad. Also, we have like 1,000 of these, so we're just going to use them. We do not have to fall into the stereotype, chat, of saving every little power-up and potion, every little doodad, until the final boss. We don't have to. We can just use them to make our life easier. You can fight that instinct. It's funny. My D&D group, one of my players, literally, I gave out some consumables or whatever. He's like, excellent, we can now hoard these until the final boss. I'm like, no. Oh, man. So something that I haven't talked about to any of my players yet, and would be a total surprise to them. So everyone keep this under your hat if you're talking to my players. I'm really kind of getting close to the end of my run for now. Like I'm ready to take a couple months break of DMing pretty soon. So I'm trying to like get them to a satisfactory feeling climax in the story to be able to hand over to somebody else. And what I kind of would like to do is have my climax in such a way that we could shift systems then like the next time I DM around. So instead of like take the story to a place where we could play like like Cyberpunk or something, right? I would say Phoenix Dawn Command, but I don't know enough about that to get us there in the story. We have a player, a DM who player/DM who is familiar with the story though, and I wonder if he could, if I could figure out how to get the cards all programmed in, if we could use like the virtual tabletop to play. But I kind of would like to be able to shift the system. There's a lot of talk in our group about the Harry Dresden system potentially being interesting to take a look at. I think there's like a Star Wars system. I mean, there's a bunch of different systems. But I think it would be a nice change, maybe. We've done a couple of different systems lately, and I'm not completely happy with 5th edition. I know a lot of people are very happy with it, and I always say it's the most popular version of Dungeons & Dragons ever, which means they have to be doing something right, don't they? But I just, for whatever reason, it's not my favorite. But maybe if I was just playing again for a little bit, it would be nice. My favorite thing to do with little DM trinkets like that in pen and paper is to hang on to them long enough to DM that I forget I still have one. Oh. Yeah, no, these are all things that I have been, like, tinkering with for a little while. If that makes sense. I've set some groundwork up in case I decide I want to do this. I've essentially set up for 2 moments. And moment A, we could change systems, or moment B, it'd be more like a realm change. And it would kind of, basically, I'm at the point in my story that if it was a movie, it would be like ready for part 2, and I have not written part 2. So the danger is the person that I think is like, feel like they're ready to DM next is Dr. Ben. And as much as I love Dr. Ben, I don't typically play under Dr. Ben because he gets frustrated, not just as a player but as a DM, and it aggravates me. What class am I playing? Are those Inquisitive Blades? These are the Shadow Blades, and this is currently just a pure bard. I'm kind of following the general guidelines from this debuffer document. Kind of following this hybrid bard debuffer idea, except instead of doing ASMR, I'm doing human. Or not human, I'm doing Dragonborn because I like them, and I think it'll be fine because I don't have extra action points to like dump into the ASMR tree anyhow. So right now I'm just kind of trying to level it, and then I'll respec everything into making a little bit more sense. So, but I don't want to change feats around, so I'm just trying to like level it as a really bad DPS, basically. Which, as long as you're willing to take some deaths, is not that big of a deal. Like, it's just time. And you never know when someone's gonna, like, come in and carry you through the quests. Oh, we got a thing. A mischief. Alright, we have a little bit of a thing. I know there's, like, a room with a bunch off one of the side tunnels. A couple of rooms, I think, with a bunch. I'm not gonna try to do all that. Just want to grab a little bit here. I think I'm gonna go for a bard song here. I'm not usually a big bard song guy, but if we can get a couple, yeah, nice. This room can get really tricky if there's a nasty champ in here or something, which I honestly feel is pretty common, especially with those two dogs. Those two dogs can just start tripping you and you're dead, just dead out of nowhere. Okay, we're gonna fall back, do basically the same thing. Wow, we're gonna get away with no champs. That does not seem very likely. Pop everybody, hit everybody, pop everybody again. Nice, that wasn't bad. So again, we had that laggish, slidey, whatever moment where we just stopped moving and we identified it and then we lived. Or we died. We anti-lived. It's fine. It's funny, but oh, also Wolfie Frylight, welcome to the stream. I didn't realize this was your first message, my friend, until I looked over at the other one. Dills, same thing. Welcome to the stream. Didn't realize it was your first visit also. Glad to have you. What the hell was I talking about? I feel like I was running my mouth and my brain is not all here. It's fine. We don't need to make sense or have words. Currently downloading DDO to reminisce in your middle school days. Nice. It's a good time to play DDO. To be perfectly honest, a lot of really interesting stuff is happening to the game. Kind of want these. Kind of want this 2 points, which will work out kind of okay, I think, because we'll get to level 10 and set up for medium armor. There's a high influx of returning players at the moment also. So, it's totally possible that you could not only reminisce in the game, but you could also find old friendships. I don't think I care about any of this stuff. Alright, we need some sort of spell component. You missed this game? I do when I don't play it. I certainly do when I don't play it. It doesn't look as bad as you thought it would. The art team has done a really good job. Just to give you an idea, because I like to brag on the game when the game gives me an opportunity to brag on it. And here's the art department does a great job. Here's an excellent opportunity to brag on it. So this is the mini expansion that they put out, the Salt Marsh. I don't remember the whole name of it. Let me actually think of the proper name. Sinister Secret of Salt Marsh. So as you can tell, it's sunset right now. Or sunrise, one of the two. But the game will kind of go through time as it goes through here. But look at the, like, this is a very nice looking area. Is this the high res textures? This is the highest reses that I can set everything to. Oh, yes, not quite. There you go. Now it's the highest it can be set to. So like it does look pretty good. Right? Right out here a little bit. Like you're definitely still on an older engine, right? But it's not bad. I don't want to fight birds. But see what I mean? It looks good. Now if we go to Sharn here. This is their second newest work. Even though some of the new MMOs have better graphics, they can't compete with the mechanics of DDO. So I would tend to agree. That being said, I'm also about to start taking a look at Final Fantasy XIV myself.
Lana.
Kadrin, thanks for the raid, my friend. Appreciate you. Attack! Yu-Gi-Oh! We're just kind of like showing a little bit of the graphics off that SSG has been able to come up with without working on the graphics engine a lot. I still feel like they need to spend a lot more time and energy at least making it a little bit more useful for 4K monitors and stuff like that, future-proofing it. But for using what they have, it's fine. It just, until they do, DDO has a shelf life of Beef, I think, put it the best, of buying specialized equipment. At some point in the future, when I have to buy a monitor like what I currently have now, instead of the 4K that I would normally purchase, then DDO is probably on the outs. Let's see. Somebody hit the Wolfie. Thanks for hitting the follow button, my friend. Welcome to DDoS Fat Halfling. I appreciate you. How's the DDOing? It's good. It's good. I need to actually pick up some more res cakes. Because we're leveling Java, who doesn't have a Gibbers and doesn't have a bunch of past lives, and it's going to run out of hit points on occasion. Did I hear that they'll be making the UI resizable? I've heard that they're going to be working on having different things going on, but I did not hear that one specifically. Doesn't mean no, just means I don't know about that one specifically. I play on the Sarlona server. Sarlona hype. Alright, what were we doing? We're doing 7s on Reaper. What 7s do we have left that we want to do? We could do the Grave Robber. It's fine. Not great. Fine. That's kind of it. Then we need to move on to 8s. I guess this other free-to-layer quest needs to be done as well. Yeah, I can't think of anything else, really. Man. Apologize. I woke up very early this morning with a big migraine and have been dealing with it all morning. Now I'm very tired. Well, it's a rumor, but you can always hope. There's a lot of things that I'm hoping that they'll be able to like do in the near future. They're having a big hiring push, which gives me quite a bit of hope. They're hiring pretty much all departments, so it's pretty. It gives me a lot of hope in the game in general, and I think that it's deserved. Think that at least for every decision that I've disagreed with, I feel like they've got at least one decision lately that I agree with. So that's a pretty high statement, I think, for me. Big leap. Summon your Earth Elemental and then let's Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Problem is, all these things are undead, and none of my crowd control is going to work on undead at this time. So, our Hireling and our Hireling Summon is going to have to do some work. We're not going to have problems killing things. We just are built around the whole idea that they're going to stand still while we take 30 seconds to beat on them to death. We're not going to be able to pull that off. Just not going to be able to pull that off. At least you're doing force damage, not slashing damage. Piercing damage would be the worst, right? No, maybe not. Slashing would be correct, or okay, yeah. Piercing or bludgeoning would be really bad. Because we're fighting all these zombos. Get some food, my friend. We'll probably be on for another half an hour or so. About the time Voodoo decides to raid us, we'll be ready to get ready to wrap up and have some lunch. We should, I should consider adjusting my schedule to stream from like 11 to 4, but I don't know if I can make that happen. We'll see. Definitely gotta get some food in me though sooner than later here. I don't have the munchies, but it would not surprise me if they kicked in literally any time. Turning hangry? Not more than usual. No, I don't know. I'm just hungry. I found that this particular transition back to keto or staying keto or whatever you want to call it, I've been a lot hungrier I know that I'm working out a lot more than I was, so I'm hoping that I'm just craving protein because we're building muscle mass, but I could just be keeping myself just barely out of keto. Like some of my numbers might be slightly off or something. Because normally when I transition to keto, I transition hard, and I'm not doing that this time. I'm doing a soft transition back. I'm intentionally trying to eat a lot of extra leafy green as my carbs, and I feel like I'm just hungry a lot more. Kind of agree that DDO graphics need to be up there. Stuff needs to be up there. Stuff badly. It's just not more how DDO loose. How the models are kind of just okay. I wish they would come out with a Feywild past DDO point buy. I think there's a lot in this to unpack. Yeah, the graphics definitely need some work, right? Has the Feywild not been divvied out for points? I feel like it has. Maybe it hasn't. They do announce when that's going to be. When you like at the time that they when they start the sale or whatever. Does it not say on the wiki? It was released November of 2020, so it's almost been a year. And the timeline is available for points April 2021. So it should be available for points now. Is that a programming error or is that a intentional decision? Because I thought it was available for sale. And it, according to the wiki, it should be. So if it's not, it might just be currently missing for some reason. I don't know. I don't think I have a account that doesn't have it. Yeah, the DDO store search is trash. Sorry, SSG. It's bad. It's bad and it should feel bad. There's a lot of things that you can put in there and search. But also because I already had the pack, I'm not going to be able to search for it either. So I'm trying to think if I have an account that I could log into that wouldn't have it. And I think... Oh, do you just want passes? Or do you want the content? Because there may not be passes. I'm far enough to the wife's account right now. I don't know if I've put Feywild on this account or not, but I think so. Yeah, I don't know if they even made passes. Is that the thing? Did I misunderstand that you're talking specifically about passes? Oh, you did. You did say Feywild past DDO point, but I thought You were just talking about the actual expansion. But see what I mean? Like, some of this stuff's just poorly laid out. Yeah, I must have it on this character or this account already because it's not showing anything. And it would be in here. But see what I mean? Like, this tool is just not, like, they don't have any passes that I'm seeing. Yeah, it's not good. I don't like this. I don't like the search. I forget which. Oh, recent and favorited. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the store is not very good. I hear a complaint reasonably often of at a time it was Turbine, but now it's SSG or DDO just in general. They have a hard time taking people's money. They're having a lot of problems like overseas sales. I get a lot of people in chat mentioning that they struggle trying to get the content from overseas or whatever, and because of certain issues that they're having, which I still don't completely understand what's going on, but because of some of those things, it's a lot of people are having difficulties getting the content that they want. And that's pretty terrible. If somebody out there is trying to give you money to get the thing that you're providing, you gotta get them there. Alright, so we're gonna clear this little part, and then we will go down to finish the quest. I remember right, we're like a little bit short unless we do this. Alright, is my dork right here? Shouldn't I be getting a heal? I feel like I should be getting a heal. Did I not move my dork? Nope, there's it is. It's just not showing up on the map. There, I guess. I mean, you have to give every company a little bit of slack. Right? Especially during weird situations. But, if you teach people, or you train people about passes, you should probably sell passes. You should probably have passes available to be found in your store. The only way I was able to get Feywilds is I had to pay a friend the money to buy the Feywilds for me in the U.S. Log via your login and password. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're having issues with like stuff like that, right? And it's weird. I agree. It's a little bit difficult. It is a issue that they've had for a long time. It should be as easy as possible for people to want, if someone wants to give you money, to take it. Now, again, I don't know what's going on, so maybe this is as easy as they can make it, but I feel like they can make it easier. Well, so like I know there's some law stuff that's involved with overseas sales. Um, there was some changes to the State Department rules and guidelines for certain things. So one of the things for Java I never really worried about was a what is it called? The trinket from Evening Star that removes your crowd control effects on you. Because Java's always been a robot, I've never really needed it. Right? I mostly need it for holds. And I certainly feel like I'm regretting not taking the time to make sure I had one. Let's see. I don't know. I know that the money stuff tends to get a little bit complicated around in businesses, and that's why you tend to have like several people that are involved in the accounting side and the taking payment side. I kind of worked very cursorily in that world for a while at the previous business I used to work for. But I know that it was something that was a constant struggle. But again, you had 7 or 8 people that was their whole job, was making that stuff work. Especially for overseas and online and blah, 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 blah. Need to make sure that Death's Shadow here doesn't accidentally lightning bolt the cleric before we get murdered. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. It's almost quitting time. Normally at this close, with just the one quest left, I would probably end and just come back later. I think we will. I think that'll be the plan. Leave party. Apparently we're having quite a bit of issues. We haven't done a pit today. We did a pit yesterday, but we could go help with this pit and like grab a bunch of stuff. You're gonna bounce, poke me in the future. Yep, sounds good. Real fast, the UI is pretty easy. Just go to the wiki, or not the wiki, sorry, go to the forums, and there's a UI section, and you're looking for Gothic Bytes. If you just like look on the forums for Gothic Bytes, it'll come up. You have a good one. All right, buddy. I think we're gonna go ahead and get some food in us. Try to figure out what I need to get done for the day and do at least some of it. And we'll try to come back maybe a little bit early if I have time and play the Switch, or maybe we'll get the wife down here to play a little Mario Golf or two, and we'll just see what happens. All right, buddy. Peace, much love. More Java soon. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen. Just hit that like, subscribe, follow button, because the future is up in the air at this point, and I need all of that support and assistance from you guys that I can get. especially the free stuff like going to our YouTube channel and just interacting with those videos. That's really key right now. All right, everybody, peace, much love. We'll see you guys in a few hours.